Cool. So I told Tom I'd do some game maker stuff, and I'm gonna have a break from this. 4 attempts is generally how many I do, because they tend to get pretty far and they take like half an hour each. That was about an hour and a half spent on 4 attempts, so I'm just trying to find a thing that I was going to do for music, so give me a sec. Where was it? Yeah, what was the problem, Tom? You didn't know how to make games or something? You weren't sure how to start? Conquer the Blow game. Yeah, some of the songs from you. I'm gonna just leave it. Oh, okay. Short break from... Yeah, cool, I'm good at titles. Let's go with that. Yeah. Where the hell's Game Maker? That's J-Tool. We don't want that. So, how do I show Game Maker on stream? I don't know if I actually have a capture for that. Yeah, I guess I just had to add on the capture then. Window, Game Maker Studio. That. Good capture. Wait, do I have to recapture it when I full screen it? I do a little. Okay, cool. That works, I guess. Let's just move this all the way down as well. I'll play music in a bit, don't worry. I'm not gonna just leave it like this. There. I also can't see people on stream. Wonderful, I actually can't see chat like this. Good idea. Yeah, that's gonna be a mess, and I apologize. I just want to make sure this is set up right first. Okay, and now recapture it so we don't have this giant screwy thing going on. You gave up finding that fan game? Ah, okay, fair enough then. That sucks. 90% of the guy people are hosting me. Good! Interesting platform making it flow together. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh no, I've made a couple already, I wrote them. Where are the songs I was going to play? Just like the songs from Conquer the Blow game. Let's just go through literally all of them. I'm fairly certain some of these are from the base engine, I don't care. So, from the top. No, actually, that's Mega Man. Look at that. This is... I think this is base engine and U2. Oh, no, that... Yeah, I gotta have that one up. What was this one then? Yeah, that's from U2. We don't need that song. Oh, you're that one. Wait, so which one's this? Boss song. Okay. Yeah, sure, let's just go from there. This song seems appropriate anyway. So yeah, how to make thing. Well, first thing, I'm going to show that thing that I made. Because somebody was curious about that that creation object. So yeah, here you go. I called it obj trigger to create. And I have these set in here. One object, one line for the sound, and then one set of all these for each object I want to make. And that just creates them. So I guess I didn't even set a block for it. It just creates whatever object 0 is. Do I just create a world object every time? Oh my god, that's so bad. So first things first, Tom. This is bad. Don't do this. You don't need to worry about this stuff. This is for trigger crap. Oh, this is for trigger crap that you probably won't even need to deal with. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Cool. Neat. I have no idea how you create triggers like that. So let's just start with a different project. Yeah, you did, Plasma. Right after saying, did nobody ever tell you how to do this? It's the best. Yeah, let's start in something, the base engine. Let's start in the detailed one, though, first. So we'll start in the detailed engine, as opposed to the light engine, because Yo-Yo Light is basically nothing. What? You can't see anything? Why not with the mouse on screen? Yeah, I have the mouse on screen. Does it not show when a room pops up? Oh my god, it doesn't show when a room pops up! No! Bollocks! Ah, screw you, window capture. I thought it would be part of Gamemaker Studio. Alright, fine, my bad, I'll just delete that then. Remove you. Screw it. Scene, there we go. You gotta see all my other windows and stuff. Yay, yeah, sorry. My bad, Daniel, I didn't see that at all. What else did I miss? Lots of tiles swapping on switches, a safe platform you had to ride to a portal, some free-fall teleports, and a room with semi-invisible spikes that become visible when the tile set changes. That's so much information, I feel like I should know what it is, and I honestly can't place it. I don't know. Huh. Okay, well, can you see things now? This all good? You can see the stuff here, right? Oh yeah, that checkbox thing that I made, so I was trying to make a not solid block. It did not go well. Alright, cool. So here's the base engine, Tom. I'm assuming you've seen this. Like, this is Yo-Yo's attempt of trying to explain things to you on how they work. Like, this is a regular save, this is only on very hard mode, so on and so forth. Yeah, that's fine, Plasma, don't worry about it. I'm not exactly in a rush. Why does this seem like a different shade of pink? Okay, fine, whatever. Cool. So, first things first. Template, duplicate, because that sets all the settings here. You don't need to set about 800, 608. The speed doesn't matter anyway, because that's in the world. You don't have to worry about views, you don't have to worry about background for the most part. And so on and so forth. So yeah, let's just start with some base-ass thing. Let's just assume I'm making vegetable 2 right here. Let's assume I'm making vegetable 2, because I have some ideas in mind for that. So, here's the tiling. You don't really need to worry if it's outside of the screen, but sure. Now, we do have a player. I mean, you just put player start anywhere, doesn't really matter. Although, however, if I start right now, you'll see something interesting happen. The first boot up whenever you click play on Gamemaker is always really slow. Gamemaker we're going from levels 2 teaching level 1 here, Plasma. And the scale of levels is somewhere between 1 and, let's say 1,000. An idiot is teaching somebody that knows even less. So yeah, here you go, Yo-Yo Engine. Apparently I played that at some point. Good, I forgot to change the first room. So there's your big issue. You may not want to start in this version, you may want to just start in the light version, because then you don't have to worry about this stuff. But yeah, I can just move this down, it shouldn't be a problem. Move the template below there. But as long as your first room's below the initialization room, you should be good. Although you can also change it in code somewhere else, but that's a simple way of fixing it. No. Crap, I did load game. New game, yes. Okay, you need to change the code. Good to know. World objects, I think? No? You know what? Easy fix, easy way. This is how I think I did it the first time. What's the room name? Stage 01. Control-Shift-F is your friend. It's the search function. Because I don't know how half this stuff works. Room 14 is what we've called it at the moment, because we're not bothering to rename crap. There you go. Teach you how to use vertex shaders. That's at least 20 levels above me. There you go, new room. There! And you can see the issue here. So I put debug tools on, but yeah, you can see that while there's tiles here, they also don't do anything. So that you need to place the blocks here. Yeah, thankfully they're all organized. So you put block, you do that, you just drag it all the way over. You don't have to worry about anything down here because the player's never going to get down there. He can, however, still die off the side, so that's bad. Now he can't. Yeah, I know it is Plasma, I just searched it. And you want to make sure the player can't die off the top? I mean, you could do this, Or you could do, where is it? Warp. Yeah. Outside room changer, because it's outside of the room. Oh, don't want multiple of those. You don't even need the block if you want to just do this. Drag it all the way down. We're not exactly worrying too much about things being good here, so cool. We have a room! Now we're going to duplicate this again. Now, I finish it on the left-hand side. So I'm going to place more blocks at... Wait, how many blocks up is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is room 15. Player start goes in the corner again. Sure, we'll just put him in the air. Why not? And creation code room 2 equals room 15. Trying to see chat while I do this. Also pillars that reverse to your left and right. Oh yeah, Yo-Yo Engine's still making sound, isn't it? I forgot about that. I kind of like Guy Rock still playing for this, honestly. It feels appropriate. Okay, cool. So now we're in here. Pillars that reverse to your... You might have been talking about a medley game, I feel like, but I can't tell. Yeah, I could have just duplicated the other room, but I didn't want it to be exactly the same. Yeah, we started the player in the air. There's still a block here, that's what's important, but you can't actually see where the bottom is because we didn't place any tiles. So we'll just place those quickly. I mean, we don't need to actually care what the tiles are. This is a fan game. It doesn't matter how it looks, really. So the player starts up here. So now we actually want to just make the player do something. So, here's the part that actual platform making comes in. Where exactly do you want the player to end? Do you want to end up like here? Do you want him to end like top left, maybe? I want to say top left. So we need to make him move around somehow. So, let's make a nice little staircase here. Then he can go over to the left. Or to the right even. And then we can have some floating objects up here. There we go. And now you have two paths. So this is kind of like vegetable at the moment. I made multiple path stuff in vegetable because I was kind of going off Love Trap. Of course, again, this looks like arse right now. So we'll just put in another block. I feel like I'm just doing this to taunt Plasma now. There you go. Yay! So we still spawn in the air, which is stupid, but there you go. So now you have two paths. You can go over to the right and die because there's no wall over there. You can go up top. So obviously, it sucks that you can't stay on this screen. So where's the saves? There's the saves. Put a save down there. We'll move the player thing back down because that's dumb having it up there. We need a block on the far right. So you could put a warp over here that goes to another screen, but we don't want that, so screw it. And now we want to put some spikes in here. Yeah. And a spike here. And that's... No, that should be okay. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's see. A spike... No, that's kind of hard. We're not trying to make this too difficult. We're just trying to make it exist. Now, let's change the grid here. So this is how you can do things between 32 pixels and 16. I want that. Yeah. I also want that. And that. And then another one in the middle there. That's good. Also put a block at the top. So that the warp would go up there if we really wanted it to. Well, you don't need to stretch it this far over. The player can't even reach it from here, but yeah. I love that it's still Guy Rock playing. I really should change the song, but screw it. It's too funny to me. There you go. So I don't have a save on the first screen because I'm bad. So there we go. Start at the bottom. Nearly ran into the spike. Good. So somebody's going to check over there with this giant thing. Platforming. There you go. You now have at least the level that I did when I made Vegetable, which is still the level I'm at. So that's how you make it. See, here's the secret tip that most people don't really think about or say. If you're really worried you're gonna make platforming that's not very good, make it piss easy, because then people beat it so fast they don't have time to complain. Genuinely, that was the reason I made it easy in Vegetable, because I didn't think I could make it good. But if it's easy, nobody thinks about it. Don't ask me how that works, but that's just how it is. Like, I had no idea what I was doing with Vegetable. The hardest thing in that is the mud boss, and that boss actually can be a bit problematic sometimes. But otherwise, the only thing I saw one person complain about was Vines, because it's learning Vines in fan games, and yeah, fair enough. Vines are kind of unintuitive as hell. I try to make it simple because of that, but even still. So yeah, that's how you do that. Let's stop you. Do best song. Also, it's a bit quiet, so I'm going to turn it up. I really dropped frames for a moment? Huh. So yeah, if you're ever worried about your platforming being bad, just make it easy. Like, the ultimate rule is if you can beat it, it's probably fine. Because there's a lot of people that make games and don't actually play them at all. Like, you know. I don't even think I can appropriately deal with... Let's see if I can... So yeah, there's just mini spike there. No, that's too easy. It actually gives you a chance to land it. There we go. Yeah, screw it. Let's just add all those. Ah. What's wrong with the warp? The warp was fine! Oh, there's no warp to room 16, admittedly. Outside room changes to the next room! Screw you! Yeah, there you go. Like, there's a lot of people that just make this crap. Even better. You can probably get up there, so there you go. Now you gotta do the corner. You probably can still skip it, honestly. But yeah, that sort of stuff. Like, if it looks like it wouldn't be fun to you, it probably isn't fun to anyone else. Now do it. No! Like, this isn't even a good example of the sort of hard level crap that people have made, because I don't really know how to do that. I don't think I have enough blocks for that sort of stuff, honestly. I'm just gonna delete that room forever. That sounds like a good idea. Change the song again. I don't know what you are. Were you the boss? Nope. That's just the harpy. We don't care about that. That was the boss. There you go. So yeah, that's how you make platforming, Tom. If you want help making a boss, then I want to become the vegetable. Where'd it go? This stuff. Download this game, because I include the GMK with it. The GMX, even. And, I mean, I made things badly. But it doesn't matter, because you don't know how to do things anyway. Just like I did whenever I made this. Like, where is it? Mud Boss. There you go. Isn't it beautiful? God damn. Every time. I love this stupid game. I love this stupid game. It's so dumb. Oh, loud song. It's fine. So here you go, Tom. This is how I made a boss. I went on to Google Images, found mud, and then I drew a crappy looking smiley face on it because it's hilarious. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is my level of artwork right here. This. Hold on. Let's see if we can find another one. Yeah, here you go. Here's the reflect spike. This is a spike that reflects bullets. It's very happy. Here's the watering can boss, the first one I made. Please note there is a lot of white around the edge because that is suitably bad. Also, I didn't actually know how to fix it any better anyway. Yeah, the crappy looking smiley face. Oh no, the watering can's broken. He's upset looking. I love how the eyes change size as well. Like I had to redraw them. Beautiful looking door right here. Yep, I blow that up like 10 times the size. And now for the best part of the game, by the way. Where is it? In the water room. So yeah, here's 2 triggers that I made. You don't have to worry about triggers when you're starting out, but still. So yeah, here's 2 triggers that make this fruit move. There's one problem. I forgot the parent. So this fruit literally can't kill you because I'm bad. Apparently that's an easy mistake to make, but even still, I feel pretty silly about that. And then here's the last attack of the last boss. It's pretty cool. It spawns into a circle. Don't ask me how it works. I don't really know. Oh yeah, it spawns from the tomato, I think here. Yeah. I just used code from Clayton's thing. What was it? fangam.es/tutorial. Yeah, that guide helps quite a bit for beginner stuff as well. It's also got some very complicated stuff that you don't have to think about. But that guide's got a lot of stuff on it that will help out. Like, pretty much if it's in green, it's what you want, beginner-friendly stuff. Don't even worry about intermediate when you're just starting out. Like how even most of the beginner stuff on the tutorial page you probably don't need. But yeah, get Gamemaker, get Studio Engine. Don't care. Starting Gamemaker. Like, even some of the starting stuff here. That's how to put a sprite in, that makes sense, that's pretty useful. Just looking at the object stuff, yeah, that's pretty good. This script looks more complicated than I think, than I remember, but alright. Yeah, this tutorial is really, really good. This code right here is straight up copied from that, and it makes things spawn in a circle at certain equal distance apart. So because I have like 10, it spawns them a tenth of a full circle. So a tenth of 3, so 36 degrees apart. And then it spawns this object, which is a tomato seed from Google Images. However, I also forgot the player killer, so the last attack of the final boss doesn't hurt you. The best part about this one not killing you is, I didn't find this one out for weeks after release. Months even. I only found out like a few weeks ago because nobody ever gets hit by this attack. I first saw somebody actually touch them not that long ago. Because of that reason. I didn't even know you could just not die to it. Which is halfway I didn't know either. Oh yeah, also Tom, very important button, whenever you make a new sprite, this thing right here. Precise collision checking. Don't worry about separate collision marks, just precise collision checking. Because there are so many cases that it's so easy to miss that in. I actually made an avoidance with fruit that are around 50% smaller, quarter of the size, it's 50 and 50 on both scales. And I didn't click precise collision checking, so it's actually just a bunch of very tiny boxes that are trying to kill you. Thankfully I did buff and nerf around the tiny boxes, not knowing it was tiny boxes, but I did do that. What, separate collision or precise collision? Yeah, I don't know why separate collision is checked here. It's probably worried about something. How nice. Good. Why is that there? Whatever, cool. Pretty bad performance? Yeah, so Tom, basically just click this box every single time, otherwise it's the full square. Yeah, apparently I didn't properly cut out the seed. I didn't realise that. Something else I learned. I mean, I saw the white there, but I didn't realise. Yeah, Plasma, you're talking way too high level here. We're just talking about base level, like, starting off. We're not trying to get to, like, perfectionist standards here. Like, look at the game here. You see what level we're speaking of? Talking about high performance is not what we're thinking. So yeah, just use, make sure to click the precise collision, otherwise you have issues like this, where a fruit is actually a square, and you don't realise. Good, I didn't realise those fruit were actually not squares as well, wonderful. Jesus Christ. There are so many issues with this game. Drag and drop's also really useful, but most people won't recommend it, and that's entirely fine. I'm not programming a sphere, no. Drag and drop being all the stuff on the far right here. But you can also, yeah, just move down to solid, for example. That seems way too complicated. Basically, if collide with a block, reverse direction, yeah. It's probably easier to just learn it with a code block here. You go in control, click code, drag it in. There you go. Been trying to do the other stuff, because it's actually not as complicated as it sounds. Like, you hear code and think, oh, I'm hacking into the system, but it turns out, for the most part, it's not actually that bad. Like, if I go in here, you'll see a crap ton of words, but it also was built up over a long time. And a lot of it's actually... Let's just go through this quickly. I'll just go through this quickly so that, like, you see the words here and you think it's complicated and it's not that bad. So, if start, this is because I don't start the boss until a moment later. So I just, like... Somewhere in here there's an alarm that says... This one. Yeah. No? Start equals 1. There you go. And then he starts moving and starts the song. So, then the timer increases, and then every so often with the timer it spawns a bullet, and it spawns the bullet in these places. Don't worry about what these numbers say, just this is the X and Y coordinate of the bullet here. And then this is the speed of the bullet and the way the bullet's going to move. You know? And then this is when his HP, you know, because HP is less than 8, when his health gets low enough, something else happens. And this stuff here is basically the same as this stuff here. It's just starting in a different spot with a different speed direction and apparently a depth change. Don't worry about that part. But you could pretty much just have these 3 lines here, and that makes your boss. You don't even need the rest. That's just because of stuff I was trying to make, which I built up over time. But yeah, if you're also not sure how to make a boss, then feel free to look at this and then try to get a general idea. It's not got any comments in, so if you want any help, feel free to give me a shout. Change the song again. Yeah, it's commented nowhere. But I can give you a very, very short version of how to make a boss with bullet collision and stuff, because I've done that before as well. There might be something in Clayton's tutorial guide, but yeah. Otherwise, not too hard to make. Oh yeah, I'm really proud of this sprite. This is a really good plant sprite in my opinion. It looks exactly like what I wanted from it. Basic ass looking sprite, and I'm so proud of it. I'm genuinely so proud of this sprite. Like this and the tomato boss. Oh no, where's the tomato boss? Seriously! I'm always surprised that some people don't realise it's a tomato, probably because it starts green. And then you hit phase 2, now it's a yellow tomato. Then you hit phase 3, it's a red tomato. The smile was supposed to go further down than this, but I ran out of space along the bottom, so it just cuts off. The eyebrows go off the sides as well. It's such a dumb game. I'm so proud of my stupid crap. It's so good. Gaming has an index. Yeah, okay. So if you press F2, I think it is. F4? F1. F1! Hey, there you go. You get this giant block of everything. So if you're not sure on how to make something, create object. You can search it in here. And then you get this thing on the side which is useless. Because it organizes it alphabetically. It's like instance create is what you want. Which is why I never use it from here, because it's a pain in the ass. So I always go here, search Gamemaker, create object. Because Google was way better in my opinion. There you go, instance create. That's the first thing. The F1 page is a pain in the ass, but these help pages are really useful. It's just the search function is useless to me. So I always use Google for it. So go from there. That's my advice. Yeah, but I just said, I don't know how to use it properly, so I use Google, because it's easier that way and it actually finds the bloody page. I don't have to search through everything alphabetically to find the page I actually wanted, because half these pages aren't even bloody related to what I needed. Stupid thing. Click on index. Okay. Create from strip. I mean, creating objects, that's good. Cool. But you still got all this other crap, and it's still the third one there. Create standalone game. Ah, that's actually useful, yeah. Not what I searched at all, but okay. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was doing. I've heard of that as well, Demon. Yeah, I know that thing. What do you mean syntax command manual, Vivi? You don't need good memory for coding, just good Googling. Demon isn't wrong there. He genuinely isn't. And hi, Eric. How you doing? Yeah, what do you mean by, syntax command manual, Vivi? Do you mean just like the search function thing that I just showed? What was the other question? I swear there was a question that I missed. I don't know. Yeah, probably what I just showed. Okay. Yeah, anything else, Tom? Okay, well, I just showed it. Cool. Like, that's how you make rooms. You just duplicate the template, say, where do you want the player to start and end, and then try to put blocks in from there and see where it goes. Like, literally, you just put a block in and see what happens. Oh, one guy was asking how you make screens in Gamemaker. And as a fellow idiot in trying to make screens in Gamemaker, I thought I'd try to help explain it to him. Just to help people start off, really, that's all. Yeah, do that. Player, start. Kilos. Spike, 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 spike. 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 And then you just make things. Oh, yeah, the trigger thing. That was something. Yeah, how do you do that, Demon? Because my trigger create thing is horrible. Yeah, I'm not starting with that plasma. Not by a long shot. Most of that page is useless to me. Don't need that much information. Yeah, do you like it, Plasma? Do you like how I did it? Because nobody explains this anywhere. So I made my own. It's almost like it's unoptimized because I'm an amateur game maker. What? And then you create all of them. Every single time you hit it. Don't worry, the trigger destroys itself after you've touched it once. It's fine. Spawn behind you by copying that bullet code. Wait, which bullet code? Let's just go back to the tomato thing. Water boss. Yeah, apparently I create world objects. I thought I made them blocks, but apparently that thing didn't change. So there you go. Apparently I make a world object every time. I only just learned that. I thought it was a block every time in minus 3232. Could have sworn I changed that, but I guess not. Yeah. No. Up to 5 of them. The tomato? Okay, sure. Up to 5 of them. Generally I change the first one at least. For example, in the mud room. Yeah, here. Creation code, see? 2 of them are these instead. The other 3 are not. The other 3 are whatever. Bye, Plasma. Yeah, I made this. Well, Owlan made this, but yeah, I made this. Spell Owlan backwards. It wasn't meant to be the most well-kept secret. So yeah, something about the bullet code and the tomato. Copying the bullet code and making it adjust the position rather than direction. Yeah, nobody realizes, Eric. Well, some people realize, but most don't. It's great. Something about the capital A and then O is like nobody realizes. Yeah, it's great. I have a guy that speedran this game at an online marathon with like a few hundred people. He had no idea I made it. Yeah, that's why people seem to know this game so much. But I didn't want people getting high expectations when I released it. There's going to be some high quality epic game. Because it wasn't going to be. I just wanted to make some dumb crap without any, like, assumptions or whatever. Yeah, a lot of people still don't know. I don't think Stinky understands why vegetables are so popular. And I've mentioned that game a lot. It's great. I love the other, like, people not knowing what it's about. It's the worst kept secret. It's Naloa spelled backwards. But apparently it's impossible to see that name. The one that spawns seeds that went out in a circle. Okay, sorry. This one. Yeah. I did try this at one point. The IMAX thing. What did I put in there? And instead of like this stuff, just comment that out. I tried like. No, hold on. Yeah, I'm fine. I think I did something like this. And it didn't work out, and I didn't really understand why, so it's just like, screw it, whatever. Yeah, what am I doing wrong here? Because clearly this is incorrect. But I don't really get why. I get this makes up to 10 objects, you can change hand creation code. Yeah, I get that part. That's not the important part here. I'm going to change the song quickly as well. There we go. Yeah, why is this wrong? Because clearly it is. I get that this isn't correct. I didn't think it would be when I first saw it, but I just couldn't figure it out. No, I think I tried putting like x1 equals, I don't know, 600. y1 equals 408. That sort of thing. How long did it take me? Mostly over a month because I'm really bad at making platforming. The bosses were easy comparatively. I don't know how many actual individual hours or whatever, but it's mostly done over a month. And then a very long break because the platforming was exhausting to make for me. So that was the main aim of Vegetable. I was trying to figure out how to make basic platforming. So a stage is mostly trap things. One stage is water, one stage is vines. But yeah, I started it in like December at some point, and then I finished most of it by the end of January, then took a long break and finished it during K3, funnily enough, during May. I don't know how to make platforming, dude. It's straight up impossible for me. Like, I went into I Wanna Maker, and the main thing you do in there is make things, and there were too many options. Now, funnily enough, actually, Short Venture Contest was kind of what made me think of the vegetable idea, because of growth. Because I'd had the ideas for the bosses, but I didn't really have a set theme, and I just thought, oh yeah, growth, that could probably work for it. And then I added that part in after the contest was over. Don't know about Game Maker always. Fair enough. Want to do Conquer Blow Game 2 some more? Yeah, I kind of want to do Conquer Blow Game 2 some more. So yeah, that's been the Game Maker break. I hope people have enjoyed seeing whatever the hell this nonsense is. I hope Tom's got a good idea of how things work now. Oh, there was going to be more lines coming, sorry.